Most people believe staying active is the secret to staying healthy as we age. And yes, movement matters. But what if I told you that something else, something quieter, might be even more important for your well-being now? What if the key to feeling better isn't doing more, but doing less with more care? You see, getting older isn't something to battle against. It's a season of life that can bring deep peace if we let it. Let me share 3 quiet, powerful practices inspired by Buddhist wisdom. They're simple. They don't require exercise, money, or even leaving your home. But if you stay with me to the end, I think you'll feel something shift. I want to tell you a little story. I once met a man sitting peacefully on a park bench. He wasn't doing anything, just watching the wind move through the trees. There was something calming about him, so I sat down nearby. After a few minutes, we got to talking. He said something that really stayed with me. He told me, all my life I was busy. Work, family, always fixing, always going. But now I see clearly, peace doesn't come from doing more. It comes from knowing what really matters. He shared 3 things he'd started doing each day, and they changed how he felt, inside and out. I want to pass them on to you now. But first, let me ask, do you ever feel like life, still rushing forward, even though you're not in a hurry anymore? Like your days are full, but not full of what brings you joy? If so, you're not alone. Many older adults feel that way. But here's the good news. There's another path, a gentler one. The first practice is this: slow down. It sounds simple, but it's powerful. Most of our lives, we were told to go faster, get more done. But now, these years are different. Your body asks for stillness. Your mind craves quiet, yet habits from the past push you to keep going. Buddhist teachings say that when we slow down, we finally start to see. Try this tomorrow morning. Don't rush to turn on the news. Don't check your phone. Just make a warm drink, sit by the window and breathe. Look outside, smell your tea, listen to the silence. Let the day begin with presence, not pressure. Even small tasks can become peaceful. Washing a dish, folding clothes, speaking with someone you care about. Do each thing gently, one at a time. You don't have to move quickly. You just have to be here. The second practice is finding joy in small things. Not big achievements, not perfect health, just tiny, everyday moments that make you smile. Each day, look for 3 of them, just 3. The taste of your favorite food, the sun on your face, a bird outside your window. Say them out loud or write them down. This simple habit teaches your brain to notice joy again. Because here's the truth. Our minds are trained to focus on what's missing, on what hurts, but we can teach them to notice what's good, what's beautiful, what's enough. And that leads us to the third practice, gratitude. Not just saying thank you because you should, but really feeling it. Each night before bed, sit quietly and ask, what am I thankful for today? Find 3 things, big or small, a laugh, a comfortable bed, a kind memory. Say them out loud or whisper them to yourself. And don't forget to thank yourself too. Be grateful for your own strength, for how far you've come, for all the ways you've adapted, grown, and loved, even when things were hard. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a way of seeing the world. It makes your days feel lighter. It softens the worry. It brings you back to now. Buddhists describe it like a flower opening in the heart. With each moment of gratitude, the petals unfold, and you start to feel more alive. You can even take this a step further. Try this, close your eyes, take a deep breath, picture someone or something you love, feel that warmth in your chest. Let it grow, let it soften you. This is a gift. you can give yourself any time. And it changes things, truly. Because when you see the world with gratitude, you stop rushing, you stop judging, you begin to feel home right where you are. These three practices, slowing down, noticing joy, and feeling thankful, can bring new light into your days. They don't require effort, they require attention. And that's something you already have. So tonight, before you close your eyes, whisper a little thank you for the day, for your breath, for being here. And tomorrow, begin again gently. A Buddhist saying goes, enough is a feast. And at this stage of life, you may realize it's true. You don't need to chase anything. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to be present and open. Let's do a little practice together right now. Close your eyes, take a breath in, and let it out slowly. Ask yourself, what do I really need today? Maybe it's calm, maybe it's connection, maybe it's just one moment of peace. Take one more deep breath. You're doing just fine. Remember, you don't have to go searching far and wide. The answers are already inside you. You've lived long, you've learned much, you've loved deeply. And now it's your time to be. If these words felt good to hear, maybe share them with someone you love. And if you'd like more of this kind of peaceful wisdom, consider subscribing and tapping the bell so we can stay connected. Try this way of living for 1 week. Just one. You might find your heart softens, your thoughts slow down, and your days feel a little more beautiful. Getting older doesn't mean you stop growing. In fact, these years might be the most free, most honest, and most full of peace. You're still here. You're still becoming. And that's a beautiful thing. If you're in your 70s, 80s, or beyond, this message is especially for you. Because it's time to rethink how we approach these precious years of life. Today, I want to share with you 3 simple, powerful practices drawn from timeless Buddhist wisdom that can bring more peace, purpose, and joy into your daily life. They don't require fancy routines, strenuous exercise, or chasing after the next big thing. These practices are gentle, but their impact, life-changing. So stay with me, especially for the third point. It may be exactly what your soul has been quietly longing for. Let me start with a story that touched me deeply. Not long ago, I was walking through a park when I saw an elderly gentleman sitting alone on a bench. His face was soft, peaceful, with the kind of smile that comes not from youth, but from understanding. Curious, I sat beside him. We began to talk. He told me, I've lived a long life. I worked hard, raised children, chased success. But now I realize happiness was never about doing everything. It was always about finding peace within. He paused, looked me in the eye, and said, I follow just 3 simple rules these days, and they've changed everything. Those 3 rules, rooted in Buddhist teachings, stayed with me. Today, I'm passing them on to you. And maybe, just maybe, they'll help you find more comfort and meaning right now, right where you are. But before we dive in, let me ask you something personal. Have you ever felt like life is rushing past you, even now? Like you're being pulled along by habits, responsibilities, or the pressure to stay active, even when what you really crave is peace? If so, you are not alone, and you are not wrong. Let's begin. In a world that constantly urges us to keep going, this might sound strange, but slowing down isn't giving up. It's an intentional healing act. As we grow older, our bodies naturally ask for more rest, but often our minds don't follow. We still rush, still worry, still push ourselves. Buddhist philosophy reminds us, When we slow down, we begin to see. Try this tomorrow morning. Instead of jumping into the day with noise or news, take 10 quiet minutes just for yourself. Sit with your tea or coffee. No TV, no phone. Just you, the warmth of your drink, and maybe the light coming through your window. Notice how the steam rises. Notice how your body feels. This isn't idleness. This is mindfulness, a sacred practice of being present. And presence, more than movement, is what gives the heart space to breathe. When you start your day this way, everything else becomes a little clearer. We often think we need more time, better health, more money to be happy. But that's not always true. In fact, Buddhist teachings say happiness is already here in this moment. We just have to learn how to see it. Try this small practice. Every day, write down or quietly say 3 things that brought you joy. They don't have to be big: the smell of fresh bread, a bird outside your window, a warm bath, a smile from your neighbor. This may sound too simple, but what you're really doing is retraining your mind to notice life's gifts. Science supports this too. Our brains are wired to focus on problems. But with practice, we can shift our attention to beauty, peace, and contentment. And when we do, life starts to feel full again. You don't need to chase happiness. You only need to pause and recognize it. Gratitude isn't just a nice feeling. It's a deep, transformative state of being. In Buddhism, gratitude is considered a doorway to inner peace. It teaches us to stop longing for what we've lost or fearing what's ahead, and instead, to appreciate what is here now. Each evening, try this gentle ritual. Sit quietly. Reflect on your day. What are 3 things you're grateful for? It might be something as simple as a warm meal, a gentle breeze, or the fact that you made it through another day, heart still beating, spirit still open. Write them down, or say them out loud like a quiet prayer to the universe. And don't just stop at what's outside you. Turn inward, be grateful for your strength, your wisdom, your resilience, all that you've endured, all that you still carry with grace. This simple practice, done every night, has the power to soften worry, ease loneliness, and reconnect you to the richness of life. Gratitude changes everything. It shifts your gaze from what's missing to what's already here. In Buddhist philosophy, gratitude is described like a flower blooming in the heart. Every time you say thank you, even silently, that flower grows, and its fragrance spreads into your relationships, into your sense of peace, into the way you see the world. When you practice gratitude often, you begin to face life's difficulties not with fear, but with grace. You see your imperfections and those of others with more compassion. And you discover that even in pain, there is something worth cherishing. Want to go a step deeper? Try this. Sit quietly. Breathe in gently. With each inhale, bring to mind someone or something you're thankful for. Feel it. Let the warmth of that feeling spread through your chest, your shoulders, your whole body. Gratitude isn't just a habit, it's a way of seeing. When you look through the lens of gratitude, even an ordinary day feels sacred. There's a beautiful Buddhist saying, "Enough is a feast." Let that sink in. You already have enough. You are enough right now. So tonight, before you fall asleep, say thank you to the day, to your body, to yourself. Let that thankfulness carry you into rest, and may it gently remind you, no matter your age, no matter your past, there is always something to be grateful for. In that gratitude lies the beginning of a brighter, more peaceful life. Before we end, let's take a moment together. Close your eyes if you can, take a slow, deep breath, and ask yourself, Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's kindness. Maybe it's just knowing that you're okay. Now breathe again, 3 slow breaths. Imagine your body filling with calm. Think of one good thing that happened today, just one. That right there, that's mindfulness, that's gratitude, that's the start of a new way of living. In today's world, we often look for answers in books, online videos, even doctors' advice. But Buddhist wisdom gently reminds us, the answers are already within you. You already carry the tools for peace, joy, and fulfillment. All you need to do is listen. If you found comfort in these words, share them with someone you care about. Let them feel this calm too. And if you'd like more simple, meaningful guidance like this, subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next message. Try these practices for just 1 week. You might be surprised how much changes. Because your age is not a limitation, it's a gateway, a season of wisdom, a time to finally live with deeper purpose and gentler joy. These aren't just ideas. They are your keys to a peaceful, fulfilling life at any age. And remember, every day, every breath is a gift.